What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and give me all your takes down below in the comments section. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So today we're going to talk about the Dodgers' race for the rotation. That's what I'm calling it, the battle between these young gun Dodger hurlers, Julio Urías, Dustin May, and Tony Gonsolin. All very talented, but not all of them will be included in this Dodgers murderers rotation. And we're going to take a deep dive into Dustin May. This could be the year where Dustin May becomes that budding superstar that we all know he's capable of being. He's looked good so far in the spring. Pitched last night. We're going to talk about his outing. But first, Dave Roberts talked about Clayton Kershaw's status. Here's Dave Roberts on King Kersh.
So I think that I don't know if Mark and him are if he's gonna face hitters again, or in 3 days he'll be in a game. I think that we're still talking about that, making sure Clayton feels good coming out of the pen. And right now, Dave, I don't know that answer. I know I expect to see him soon in a Cactus League game.
And then Dave was asked if health-wise, if Clayton Kershaw was better off this year and if it's business as usual.
Better than it was a year ago, and business as usual.
So, yes, a short answer from Doc right there, but that is what you want to hear, because Clayton Kershaw, he was an opening day scratch. That back started barking. So the Dodgers end up calling up Dustin May, who didn't originally make that opening day roster, and he pitched well considering the circumstances. Gave up 1 run in 4 1/3 innings against the San Francisco Giants, and he became the youngest pitcher since Fernando Valenzuela to take the ball on opening day at just 22 years of age. So it goes from Fernando Mania to Dustin Mania that day. And he would go on to have a very solid 2020 campaign. We'll dive deeper into that in just a second. But D-May took the mound last night against the San Francisco Giants in Dodgers spring training. Pitched well, goes 2 scoreless innings, had 2 punch-outs. And anytime he takes the mound, you know you're going to get some dirty Dustin, some straight filth. You're going to want to wash your screen off after watching this. Some more filth from D-May.
That's one thing San Diego hasn't done yet. How about that pitch? See? That'll get a lot of guys out right there.
And then Dave Roberts talked about Dustin May after the game, and he said he's excited to see his growth and potential.
I think there's a lot of takeaways. Just the importance of continuing to execute. I think that when you're facing minor league hitters for a young pitcher, you get away with a lot of mistakes, and big league hitters, it's harder to end at bats, and when you do make mistakes, they can put them in play pretty well. So Dustin's a sponge. He's always trying to get better, and he's his worst critic or toughest critic. So I'm just excited to see his growth and potential as well.
And then Dave Roberts was asked if he could envision a starting rotation that doesn't include Dustin May this season, and he also had a message for these young Dodgers starters.
It's I guess if there's any club that you could even have that conversation, it's ours. With the depth, we're 7, 8 starters deep. So my message to Dustin, along with all those other starters, just continue to build up, keep making pitches, and we'll see where that leads.
So, yeah, I think that Dave Roberts really hit on the nail right there. The Dodgers are the only staff in all of Major League Baseball where someone like Dustin May or Tony Gonsolin or Julio Urías would be on the outside looking in. There's just so much pitching depth on this staff after adding Trevor Bauer, the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner. It's an embarrassment of pitches, but hey, it's only good for these young players because of the competition it breeds. They are going to get the best out of themselves. But even if 2 out of the 3 young pitchers get relegated to the bullpen, I do think you're going to see them make some spot starts. And then Doc talked about how important it is to have this pitching depth and have all these young pitchers that can eat up innings.
Obviously we open up for 4 in Colorado. Starting pitchers aren't built up where they will be eventually during the season. So to have as many guys that can take down innings, obviously very important. So when you're looking at potentially 2 starters that don't make the rotation, certainly makes sense to have guys that can log some innings.
So I think that no matter how the rotation shakes out, that Dustin May, Julio Urías, and Tony Gonsolin are all going to be contributors to the 2021 Dodgers, whether it be starting or coming out of the pen. Now, if you look at Dustin May's 2020 season, he posted a 2.57 ERA through 56 innings pitched. That FIP was definitely on the high side at 4.62, and those strikeout numbers were much lower than you want to see him. A 7.1 strikeouts per 9, a 19.6% K percentage, of course. That number definitely needs to go up if you want to see him be a dominant starter, but the development of that curveball, that off-speed pitch, is going to be his money pitch, that punch-out pitch, because that two-seamer is already ridiculous. He hit 101 on the gun earlier in spring. He just needs to find a way to miss more bats. Now, in the postseason, he had his ups and downs. He posted a 4.22 ERA, a 3.94 FIP, but if you look at that K percentage, it went all the way up to 27.7%. That would be like a top 15 pitcher in all of Major League Baseball. So if you can post a number similar to that, I think he's a guy that you have to consider in the starting role. And yes, even though he did struggle at times in the postseason, he started really strong, coming in for Walker Buehler in Game 1 of the NLDS, and he finished strong, getting 5 big outs in that ultra-tight Game 5 of the World Series. So I look at some of those postseason struggles as positives for Dustin May. The NLCS Game 2 of the World Series, where he pitched 1 1/3 innings, gives up 3 runs, because he's already failed on the biggest stage, and he's already bounced back like he did in Game 5. So having a young pitcher go through that, I think is valuable for the future of his career. I think Dustin May has big things in his future, but I also think that he wouldn't have an issue going to the bullpen, maybe for this season, and I don't think that would stun his development as a starting pitcher. I think right now it's all about developing that curveball, like Dave Roberts said, and continue to miss bats and continue to put guys away with his off-speed stuff. But right now it's way too early to make a prediction on who will be in this starting rotation out of the young three, but whether it be out of the bullpen or as a starter, it's going to be Dustin Mania in 2021. But let me know down below in the comments, do you want to see Dustin May in the Dodgers starting rotation this season? Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no. And then also, will Clayton Kershaw be the opening day starter for the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Colorado Rockies on April 1st? Do you want to see Kershaw as the Dodgers opening day starter? Give me a Kersh if you want to see him as the opening day starter, or give me a Buehler if you want to see Buehler as your opening day starter. But let me know down below in the comments section. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. It's the fastest growing Dodgers YouTube channel in the game. So for all latest Dodgers news, rumors, hype videos, interviews, podcasts, you're going to find it right here. So be sure to smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see more Dodgers content, smash that like button. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. That's at DMAC_LA. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to gearup.la. Got some new t-shirts over there. You're going to want to check out some of the best Dodgers t-shirt designs in the game right over there at gearup.la. For all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.